Alright guys, this is probably a very weird way to start a video. You're probably asking yourself, where are you right now? Well, I'm actually in my garden. No, I'm not in the trench, and no, I didn't make my own bunker. I am actually in the cage of Susie, my bird of prey. Susie is a female hershawk from about 6 years old, and I got her for 2 weeks now, and yeah, it's going very well, but this takes a lot of time, of course. A lot of training. Yeah, it's a lot of work. And of course also it was a lot of work to build this cage. She's very sweet. I can already touch her feet without any problems. But yeah, I'm spending hours and hours here. She already jumps on the glove, which is great. Just look at the cute face right there. Isn't that awesome? Of course, she didn't know me, so first I had to win her trust, showing her that I wasn't an enemy. And yep, she definitely knows me now. She still has to learn a lot of stuff. It's a lot of work, but I really like to do it. Bye, Susie. See you later. Alright, today we're in the forest again, where we found the dog tag of Benny Bob Bellamy and all the other cool stuff. I already found a musket ball right over there. And look at this. That's a skull. Yuck. Alright, I just hit a signal right over here, and I just found a British life round, a 303, and as you can see, it still has a belt link right there, so that's a pretty cool find. Let's carry on. Alright, right over there is Benny's foxhole. We just walked past it, and right over here I had a great signal, and look at this. That's a US World War II ration. It's a lemon juice powder. It's not in the best condition. But yeah, great find. Alright guys, this is crazy. This is where we just found the lemon juice powder, and we were filling up this hole again. And look at that right there. That's a broken toothbrush. Wow, and that's, yeah, this is definitely from the Second World War. That's amazing. And of course, these do not give a signal. So very lucky. Yeah, we have to dig some more here to see if we can find the other piece. But wow, just look at this, guys. That's a World War II toothbrush. That's amazing. I just cleaned it a little right there, and it has a marking right there, something with John or something, I'm not sure. And USA right there, US, and the A is broken off. So I really hope we can find the missing piece. But if it's over there somewhere, we're never gonna find it, of course. We're just gonna check. But wow, just the idea that a soldier was brushing his teeth with these hairs right here. That's so crazy. Great find. Alright guys, so I had a signal right over here. And normally if I have signals, iron signals, and they are deep, they're always going to be horseshoes. But I decided to dig it out, and the ground is extremely tough right here. It took 1,000 years to take it out, but it looked pretty interesting. And when I took it out, it turned out to be, yep, it was a horseshoe. It really looked like something else, but yep, it's a horseshoe. Probably a couple 100 years old, but oh. Okay, I hope it wishes me luck. Let's carry on. Alright guys, I just had a signal right over here next to this old tree. And look what I just found. That's a very nice army buckle. So that's a great find from some kind of strap. Yep, that's a great find for sure. Alright, let's move on. Right here is where I just found the buckle, and right over there, right next to it, had another signal, and look at that. That's a US World War II hook. They use these for the backpacks and for the suspenders and a lot of stuff. But wow, that is amazing. Just look at this. And as you can see right there, it's rotten away, this part, probably because it was iron. But that's a great find. Interesting spot. Alright, right next to it again, I just found this. So, another interesting find. I just found a exploded 9mm right over there, and right over here I just found a rifle bullet. Another World War II relic. And I just found a button, but this one is definitely older than the Second World War. It's in pretty bad condition. The shank right there is broken. It's probably gonna fall apart, but yeah, it's an old button. Alright, I actually just found another button. This one still has the complete shank, but at the other side we can see, yep, it's completely rotten away. But yeah, another old button. And I just found another World War II US ration cup cafe soluble coffee product, New York, USA. And right here you can see the small piece that the soldier ripped off and then poured it in his canteen cup. Awesome find, great condition. And I just found a knife, and as you can see the tip is broken off right there. So it's remains of wood. And that's actually a coin, but wow, there is nothing to see. It's probably gonna fall apart. It's a very bad condition. All right, we're in the forest today again, and the first find is going to be this aluminum item, and this is gonna be from the British plane that crashed here somewhere right over there, or a V1 rocket that also came down in this area. So that's a great first find. Let's see what we can find more today. Right over here you can see one of the many US foxholes, and right over here I had a signal, and look at this. That's a German 8mm Mauser shell casing, and as you can see right there in the primer, it's been fired. It's in pretty bad condition, so I can't see the hat stamp, but that's an interesting find for sure. Oh, they got me once again. I had a very good signal right over there. The ground is very tough, and I was already thinking about a horseshoe once again, but it looked like something completely different, so but yeah. The rust just fell out of this, and that's definitely another horseshoe. Alright, just had a signal right here, and just found this. It's definitely a pen. As you can see the ink right there. Looks pretty old. I just took this off. Probably gonna fall apart. Not sure how old this is. Alright guys, so I'm right next to a foxhole right now, and I had a signal right over here. And look what I just found. That is a US World War II Army spoon, but too bad it's made from iron and it's completely falling apart. Very bad condition, but it's definitely a US World War II spoon. So yeah, that's a very, very cool find. It's probably gonna fall apart more, but yeah, we can take a look at it now. Very, very interesting. And I just found a live round. It's a World War II German 8mm Mauser. You can see right there the bullet is made from iron. And on the bottom it's in pretty bad condition. But right there it says 1936. So definitely a German World War II live round. Alright, today we're in the forest in Germany, Deutschland. And the first find is going to be a bullet. And it's in fantastic condition. As you can see, it's still shiny. So that's a great first find. Let's see what we can find more today. Just had another signal, and I found another bullet. This is actually a M1 carbine bullet, US World War II. Alright, not too far from where I found the other one. I just found another one. They're in very good condition, and as you can see it's a little bit bent right there. Cool, let's carry on. Alright, I just found this. I'm not sure what it is. I found them before in German positions. A lot of times it's a gesetzlich geschützt. This one is a number 296. I'm just gonna keep it. Not sure what it is. Just found another bullet, but this one is pretty cool. I think it's gonna be maybe from the Gewehr 88, used again in the second, or maybe French ammunition. Interesting. Alright, I just found a shell casing, and it's actually a M1 carbine, but look at the condition, unbelievable. It's shiny after more than 70 years. And right there, you can see the hat stamp. It's EC4, and only a 4 is 1944. So that's a great find. And right next to it I just found another one, and it's again EC 1944, and that's actually number 3. Just look at this, some very strange white stuff right there, and we just know that a soldier was standing right here shooting at German soldiers. We're probably sitting there, or could be everywhere, but wow, that's awesome. And actually right there in the same hole I had a very, very small signal, very bad signal, and it turned out to be a piece of shrapnel. So yep, right on the same spot. Alright, just found a piece of shrapnel right over there, and had a great signal. Just removed the leaves and look at this. That's another M1 carbine shell casing. Just right there on the surface. Alright, so I decided to clean the head stamp, and it's actually a very cool one. Do not find these too often. WCC 44. So that's a great find. Alright, just had another great signal right there, and it's a piece of shrapnel. Pretty nasty piece. As you can see, it's very sharp. Just found this unknown item. I was thinking about a detonator or a fuse, but I'm actually not sure. It looks pretty interesting. Just had a signal right next to this old tree, actually underneath this stone. And it's a German 8mm Mauser shell casing. It's made from iron, so it's pretty rusty, but for iron it's still in pretty good condition. So a German soldier was standing right here next to this tree, firing his Mauser K98K, or his maybe Gewehr 43 or something German. Alright, another great signal, and I can already see right over there is a shell casing. So let's take it out. Let's see what it is. Yes, it's a German 8mm Mauser, and I already know that the condition is going to be gorgeous. Let's clean the head stamp. Alright, so I cleaned it a little, and wow, look at that. It's an amazing condition. And right on the bottom we can see the date 1936 and the factory P151, S and a small star, which means brass, and lot number 10. And I just found another shell casing. It's again made from iron, but this time we can actually read the head stamp. It's 1939, lot number 4, P198 I believe, and V11G1 or something. So that's another nice German World War II 8mm Mauser shell casing. Right, just found this small piece of shrapnel, but this is actually from a American World War II fuse. So that's an interesting find. Alright guys, and here's the proof that I was actually right. Look at that. Just found the rest of it in the same hole. That's definitely a US World War II fuse for mortars and for artillery shells. And once again, it's in great condition. Just look at that. Beautiful. Right guys, I just found another German shell casing, but this one is actually not fired, so it's a live round. But this is actually a rare one. This is a German live round with a wooden bullet, as you can see right there. Still the remains of the wood right there inside. Lot number 12, 1935, P154. S and a small star, brass. These were actually practice rounds. It's a rare and awesome find. Right over here, it's hard to see on the camera, but it's a huge crater. And right over here, I had a signal. And I found a piece of shrapnel, the same as I found over there. Right over here, you can see a German trench, and right there, probably an MG nest. And I just found this piece of shrapnel. It's from the Flak 88 or Flugabwehrkanone. There you can see the threads. You always have to check these because there's always a chance that there is an eagle with a swastika right there. Once again, you can see the German trench right over here, and right here I had a signal, and look at this. It's another German 8mm Mauser shell casing in great condition. P131S and a small star, 4335, 1935. So that's amazing, right next to the trench. Another very nice looking bullet, and they're all in great condition. Alright, another day in Germany. And I just had a signal, and it turned out to be a piece of shrapnel. You can see a very, very nasty piece. So that's definitely World War II. Let's see if we can find more. I just had a signal, and it's a tube. Maybe toothpaste or something like that. That's an interesting find. And the next find is going to be a bullet from a rifle, maybe German. Alright, after searching a while over there, just discovered some craters. Didn't really find anything actually, yeah. But right in this area I just found a musket ball and some small pieces of shrapnel. And right over here I just found a shell casing, and it's a German 8mm Mauser. It's not in the best condition, but you can still see a little bit of the head stamp right there. Definitely German. Alright, I just found this, and I think it's maybe lipstick. I'm not sure. Maybe there's something inside. Alright, I just found another German shell casing right over there. And right over here, I just had a signal. And I found this US World War II fuse. It's from a big artillery shell. So yeah, it's pretty rusty, but still recognizable. Alright, we're on a new spot today in Germany. And we actually did not have a lot of time. No time actually at all. But I just found a shell casing. That's the first find. So that's a very good sign. A World War II M1 carbine shell casing, US. So yep, definitely something happened here. Let's see what we can find more today. All right over there is where I just found the M1 carbine shell casing, and I actually just found another one. This one is broken, but yeah, it's another World War II shell casing. All right, I just found a bullet, and this is actually a French bullet, Lebel. You can see it because it's a pretty large one. It's a typical model, and these were used by the Germans. They captured French rifles, and they used them, so that's an interesting find. Right next to it I just found a shell casing, but it's actually smaller than a 9mm, so I'm not sure what it is. Can't find a head stamp. And that's another French World War II bullet used by the Germans. And as you can see right there, it hit something. Right over there is where you found two US M1 carbine shell casings over there, and two bullets in that area as well from the Lebel ammo. And right over here we just found a shell casing Lebel used by the Germans. It actually looks like it's not been fired right there. As you can see the primer. So there was a German soldier standing right here. Maybe this was a position. And also something cool, these actually contained the first smokeless powder, which is yeah, very interesting. It looks like it's in good condition. We can see the head stamp right there. Interesting find. The next find is going to be a piece of shrapnel from an artillery shell. I'm not gonna keep it, but yeah, a World War II find again.
Guten Tag, Freundin. Da sind wir wieder in Deutschland.
Yep, we're in Germany again, and we just started right over here, and look at this. It may look like a piece of nothing, but it's actually a piece of shrapnel from a German Flak 88, or Flugabwehrkanone 88. So that's a nice first find right over here, actually on top of the surface. So yeah, let's see what we can find more today. Another piece of shrapnel right on the surface, actually, just under the leaves. It's a piece of the brass ring that's around the shell, artillery shell. All right, guys, I just found something very interesting because I had a very good signal, and I have this piece of wood right here and here. It's actually inside, so I think there might be a bullet in here, or maybe a piece of shrapnel. So this once was a tree, and then a bullet went into the tree, and the tree died, and everything is gone out, rotted away, and this is what's left. And well, let's check it out. Let's see what we can take it out. It's one of the things that I like to find. Bullets in wood, they really have a story, so very special. Ooh, it's pretty hard to actually take it out because it's still in pretty good condition, actually. So this right here is actually World War II wood, guys. That's amazing. But now we have to take it out. What's ever inside? Oh, well, yeah, it's right there. So maybe if I use my knife, see if we can take it out. I think this might be the best way. And by the way, guys, this knife is not sharp because it wouldn't be very smart, because I didn't want to stab myself. And it's still in there. Something is happening. Okay, guys, let's take a look. I think we're inside right now. Yes, I can see something right there. Yeah, look at that, guys, right there. That's a bullet right there. Can you see it right there? That's amazing. You know what? I'm actually gonna keep it in there. This is a very special relic. It's in there since World War II. Look at that right there. That's unbelievable. That's an awesome find. Right behind me I just found a piece of shrapnel, and as you can already see, right next to it I just found a bullet, and I think it might be German. Another signal and another bullet. This is actually from an M1 carbine. I'm right next to a German trench right now, and I just found this strange item. I don't know what it is. Maybe something for on the wall, or I don't know. The screws right there remind me a little bit of stuff for electricity cables. I don't know. I really don't know, but it looks pretty interesting. So I think I'm just gonna take it with me and maybe find out what it is. hopefully. All right, I just found this, and looks like it's exploded, and it reminds me a little bit of a piece from a lantern or a burner or something like that. There you can see holes, and right there, that's interesting. All right here in this German trench, I just saw this. That's a strange plastic stuff, and I know they had this in World War II. And there you can see push buttons, and it says Prime. And I know that German field bottles and other stuff also had these. So yeah, what could this be? Looks pretty interesting. I also found this in Hütgenwald, the same stuff in a German foxhole. So yeah, I don't know. That right there is a German 8mm Mauser shell casing in great condition. Let's check the head stamp. Alright, so I cleaned it a little, and I'm actually pretty surprised about the head stamp. 8x57 GS. It's definitely a Mauser shell casing. Right next to it I just had another signal, and I just found another Mauser shell casing. I normally see these on post-war shell casings, but I found a lot of German Mauser shell casings in this area from the Second World War. These are in the same state, so why would you fire these Mauser rounds right here on this spot after the war? Yeah, maybe for hunters then. Alright, again, right next to it I just had another signal, and I just found an old key. Yeah, this is definitely old. In this forest I actually found a key before, and it looked like this one. So yeah, maybe from the Second World War. We actually had some time today, so not too much though, but yeah, some time. And I've actually never detected here before. No information about this forest at all, so we just decided to do some detecting in this forest. And my first find right over here is actually going to be a piece of shrapnel. And people always ask me, how do you find your locations? Well, I just go into a forest, a random forest, and I start detecting. That's it? Yep, that's it. I just go there without any research, see if I can find something interesting. And right now the first find is actually a piece of shrapnel from the Second World War. So yep, definitely something happened here. Let's see if we can find more interesting stuff. Alright guys, this is just a cool find for the glass bottle people. I always like to find these. This is an old 7-Up bottle, soda bottle, and I like to find these from World War II, 1950s, 1960s. They're always very cool to find, and of course I like them the most when they're complete. It's not in the best condition, it's a little bit faded right there, but 7-Up. Awesome find. Alright guys, I just found a coin, a very nice one. As you can see, it's a hammered coin, and it actually has a shield right there and some writing on the sides. I can't find the date, but yeah, looks like an old one, probably 1600s. And right there, you can see that there is a hole right there. So yeah, that's an interesting coin. Awesome find. I love this location so far. And that right there is a very small musket ball, probably from a revolver or something. Very old and awesome. Wow guys, I just found something very cool. Look at that right there. You know what that is? That's a flaming bomb. Oh wow, and I know a lot of countries actually use this. Not sure what time frame. Maybe World War II or maybe older. But wow, it's heavy and I love it. Wow, look at this guys. There you can see the flames, and right there you can see the bomb. This is awesome. Oh my god, what a great find. I still can't believe what I just found right over here, right next to me actually. And right here I just had another signal, and look at this. There's actually another musket ball. Oh, I love this location. Ooh, looks pretty clean. Alright, just found this collar right here. Has a bell, so probably from a cat. Maybe a cat was buried here, so just gonna put it back in the ground. And that right there is a US World War II 50 cal shell casing LC 1942. So that is a fantastic find. I always love to find 50 cals. And the next find is going to be a coin. It's in pretty bad condition, but it's definitely a Dutch World War II coin. It's made from zinc. Right there you can still see a little bit of detail. Normally it says Netherlands right there, and on the other side the date. Probably 1942 and 1943. So that's awesome. Maybe if I clean it at home, we can see something, hopefully. But yeah, it's a World War II coin. Right over there is where I just found that World War II coin, and right over here I had another signal, and look at that. Yep, that's another World War II coin. It's probably gonna be a 5 cent. So it's Dutch again, made from zinc. And this one is a square version. Awesome, right next to each other. And I just found a button. A pretty old one. Right there, the shank is still on it, and it's pretty big. Nothing on it right there. But yep, that's another great find. Wow, just look at this. Just found an old horseshoe. But look at the size of it. That's huge. That's another World War II relic. This is a piece of shrapnel from a fuse. So yep, another great find. And I just found a tube. You can see it's rolled up right there. I think toothpaste maybe. There are ants actually living in it, as you can see. They're all coming out of there. So, oh, that's not nice. It says something right there. Not sure what it says. Uh-oh. Go away. I'm gonna put it in my bag, but I'm pretty sure they're all coming out. Just gonna put it in there and lock them up. All right, we're in the same forest today again where I found that awesome World War II pin last time. And right now we just started, and the first find is going to be, I believe, a pendant. So I'm gonna clean it a little and I will show you. Yeah, I really need to take the time for that because it has a very thick layer of stuff on it. But right there you can definitely see that it's a pendant. It's made from aluminum, so I'm not sure if it's gonna be in good condition or not. But yeah, it's an awesome find for sure. And it's the first find, so that's great. Let's see if we can find more today. And I just found an old soda bottle. As you can see, Coke. Oh man, it's a shame it's broken. Right, I just found something pretty interesting. I had a signal right there, and this piece of pottery popped out right there. This is actually what the signal was. Some kind of lid, and it has a piece of charcoal right there. You can see it has a very nice design with flowers and stuff. It looks very old. That's an interesting find. A lot of trash in this forest, a lot of cans and stuff. But right now I just found a very old musket ball. Pretty strange to find this in the forest. Made in West Germany. Just had a very, very good signal, and I just found this. It's aluminum, some kind of mesh tin, not sure. And it has a stamp right there. Not sure how old this is, but yeah, I'm gonna keep it. All right, here are some of the finds after cleaning. As you can see right here, we got a lot of pieces of shrapnel. This one is very nice. It's an American fuse. It's in very good condition. Too bad they're not marked, but wow, just look at that. So that's awesome. Here we have another piece of shrapnel, and this one is actually marked. This is from the German Flak 88. It's not much, but right there you can see a P. Right here we have a part of a fuse. No markings. I'm still not sure what this is, but it really reminds me of a detonator or something. That if you push right there, that something detonates. Yeah, it really looks like some kind of explosive related thing. So if you know, please leave a comment. Here we have some aircraft parts, and this one is very interesting. It's actually marked right there. There's a number and there is a stamp right there. Yeah, it's pretty hard to see on the camera, but it's there. So that's a very interesting piece. And we got this, some kind of mesh tin. I still don't know. As you can see, I unfolded it, sort of. It sort of has a shape again. And there is a marking right there with a lot of text, but it's very, very hard to read. So I don't know. If you recognize this, please leave a comment. Maybe some kind of camping, cooking thing. I really don't know. We have two round hook thingies. We have this exploded thing, maybe a burner or something. This, we got this. Still don't know what it is. It looks pretty interesting. So if you know, please let me know. We got a US fuse right there from a big artillery shell. We got this weird stuff with the buttons right there. Cream. Pretty interesting. Here we got some post-war stuff, some bird rings. I believe this is lipstick. I'm actually 100% sure this is from a bicycle. We got this knife. It's a French knife. Tip is broken. Not sure how old it is. Still has wood right there. We got a post-war coin, which is in absolutely horrible condition. As you can see, it's from 1951, and it's just falling apart completely. But it's still a coin. And then we have the pre-war stuff. We got some musket balls. We got two old buttons, which are falling apart. We got this old button. There's nothing on it, but it's a nice old button. We got this pendant, which is also falling apart completely. Just look at the condition. But you can still see something on it. Then we got this strange item. I was thinking about a lid maybe. There is a handle right here and you can take it off. Or maybe a wheel from an old toy car or something. I really don't know. But it has flowers and stuff, so probably gonna be a lid from something. We have an old coin with absolutely nothing on it. And we have this very, very nice old coin from the 1600s. Look at that. There you can see a shield and some text around it and a crown right there. And on the other side, we can see another shield and more text. Very, very nice old coin. Here we have some kind of an old handle. The bottle, 7-Up. There you can see it, 7-Up. And right there, 7-Up. And on the other side, 7-Up. And even on the side, 7-Up. This lid, I think it's a lid from maybe a medicine bottle or something. I really don't know, but yeah. If you know, please leave a comment. Here we have different kinds of shell casings. This is a British 303. These are M1 Carbine. This is a 50 cal. This is a 7.62. This is a Level French. And these are all German Mauser. And these are post-war Mauser shell casings. And then we have this post-war hunting shell casing. This one is unreadable, but this one is a LC4, which is 1944. Then we have these 4 M1 Carbine shell casings. The one on the left is a WCC 1944. And then the 3 on the right, EC 1944. The cool thing is I actually found 4 shell casings and 4 bullets on that spot. Then we have the 50 cal, which is LC 1942. Then we have this small shell casing, which is 7.65 with the manufacturer right there on top, Geico. Then we got the French Level shell casing, which was indeed not fired because there was still powder in there. You can see the factory code on the right, CN. Here we have some German shell casings. This one is a P131. The one next to it is a P154. And then this one is a P151. And this one is a P207. And then a iron shell casing, P198. And these are in horrible condition, can't read anything. And then we got the 3 post-war shell casings. Here we got some bullets. These are Level. This one is in very good condition. We got these, which are pretty interesting, probably from the WW2. These are pretty large. Very cool. Then we have the 2 World War II coins that we found next to each other. This is a 1 cent 1941 or 1943, I'm not sure. On the other side you can see, yeah, almost nothing. Pretty far gone, but still very cool. And this one isn't too bad. You can still see 5 cent right there on top, 19, and I believe there 41. And on the other side, well, there you can see the text, Nederland, right there in the bottom. Here we have the old key and the buckle and the hook from the strap. US World War II, still in pretty good condition. This one isn't in the best condition, but still a great find. Here we have 2 US World War II rations. And then we got this piece of wood with still the bullet inside. That's awesome. There you can see the bullet. That is so cool. Frozen in time. And you can see it's all green right there around the bullet. That's a fantastic find. And I really, really like this one. A US World War II toothbrush. Too bad it's broken because normally there would be US Army right here. And of course, that piece is gone, but who cares? It's still a great find. You can actually see all the teeth marks right there, which makes it very, very personal. Johnson & Johnson, United States of America. Normally it would say Tech right there, and then US Army. Yep, I really like personal finds like these. Really lucky with this one. Then we have this tube, which we found in Germany. There is some German writing right there, but I'm not sure what it is. Yeah, it's probably gonna be toothpaste. But if you recognize this, which you probably won't because it's very hard to see, please leave a comment. Then we have this World War II toothpaste tube. It says Chlorodont, and the Germans used these during World War II. Normally they would be German, but this is actually a Dutch version. So the Germans probably bought this in the Netherlands and just used it. Then we have the US World War II spoon, which is broken right there and right there. Too bad it was made from iron, that's why it's in bad condition, but it's still a great find. Still recognizable, a US Army spoon. And of course, the best find of them all, the Belgian World War II Grenadier's pin. It's still in pretty good condition. I can actually clean it more if I want to, but I'm being very careful. So I think I'm just gonna keep it like this. Normally there would be a pin right there. But wow, look at this. This is such a great find. I really didn't expect that. I've never detected there before, and there was no information about that force at all. I just went in and started detecting, and look at this. I found something that I've never found before. That's what I like about metal detecting. You just never know what you're gonna find. Well, we got some cool stuff again, and I really hope you enjoyed this video too. I just can't wait to go out there again. Till next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you liked the video. If you did like the video, please leave a like and a comment. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and subscribe if you want to see more metal detecting videos. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.